World War II. Nazi Germany to the north, Fascist Italy to the south. France falls in 6 weeks. And sitting right in the middle of it all, nothing happens. No invasion, no occupation, no war. That country is surrounded by mountains, not oceans. So how did Switzerland dodge 2 world wars, the Cold War, and basically every conflict for over 200 years? Why does Switzerland never pick a side? Here's the twist. Switzerland used to be one of the most feared military exporters in Europe. Swiss mercenaries fought in nearly every major war on the continent, prized for their brutal pike formations. That ended in 1515 at the Battle of Marignano, when Swiss forces got crushed by the French. It was a wake-up call. Small, fragmented cantons fighting other people's wars kept getting Swiss soldiers killed for someone else's ambitions. So the cantons made a decision: stop fighting for other powers and start refusing to fight against any of them as well. Fast forward to 1815. After Napoleon's defeat, the great powers of Europe, that's Austria, Russia, Prussia, Britain, France, sat down at the Congress of Vienna and did something unusual. They formally recognized Switzerland as perpetually neutral. Why would rival empires agree to protect one small country? Because Switzerland's mountains sit on the crossroads between France, Germany, and Italy. If any single power controlled Switzerland, they'd control the Alps, and every other power would panic. So neutrality wasn't just Switzerland's choice, it became everyone else's insurance policy. A neutral buffer zone was safer for all of Europe than a Switzerland allied with any one side. But neutrality only works if invading you looks like a terrible idea. That's why Switzerland built what historians call the armed porcupine. Every Swiss man historically trained as a soldier and kept a rifle at home. The Alps were riddled with hidden fortresses, tunnels, and bridges wired to blow, ready to turn the entire country into an impassable maze at a moment's notice. Even Hitler, who occupied France in weeks, decided invading Switzerland wasn't worth the cost. Steep mountains, a population ready to defend every valley, and importantly, Switzerland gave Nazi Germany something more useful alive than conquered. This is the part most people don't like talking about. Swiss neutrality wasn't just noble, it was profitable. During World War II, Switzerland's banks handled transactions and gold reserves for multiple sides, including Nazi Germany, a legacy that's still debated and controversial today. Neutrality also let Switzerland become the world's diplomatic Switzerland, hosting the Red Cross, the League of Nations, and later the United Nations European headquarters in Geneva. If you're not choosing a side, you can host everyone's side. That reputation compounded for decades, turning Switzerland into the go-to country for international banking, arbitration, and diplomacy. Neutrality became a business model, not just a foreign policy. Today, Switzerland still isn't in the EU or NATO, but that neutrality is being tested. After Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Switzerland joined EU sanctions against Russia, a move some critics say cracked the neutral image for the first time in decades. Neutrality, as it turns out, isn't a fixed law of nature, it's a strategy, one that worked for 200 years because it kept adapting to who needed it and why. Switzerland didn't stay out of history's wars because it got lucky, it built a country that was too expensive to invade and too useful to ignore. If you're interested in videos like these, feel free to like and subscribe. It goes a long way. See you in the next one.